construct a zone defense.
And Vanderbilt comes up with one of those quick turnovers in transition for Blakes. You bet, right on through. Mikayla Blakes trails it, her 20th three-pointer of the season. 14 seconds to shoot. Boy, loose ball picked up by Blakes. Nice bounce pass for Waba, fires and scores it. Ingram, the JUCO transfer from South Carolina, gets App State's first bucket of the ball game. So the reverse, you bet. 10 seconds to shoot for Vanderbilt. Nice pass, right down low for Oliver, fades, fires and scores. Taken right away from Nero. Up the floor for Blakes, off the glass and through. She's got 7 points on the back. Off the Blakes for 3. Yes! Go! Makara, yes. But come back toward Vanderbilt relatively quickly. Intercepted by Blakes. By herself, right toward the bucket, scoops. You bet, right off the glass for Blakes off the steal. And the foul, 2 free throws for Blakes. Well, especially against a team that you know is going to be ultra aggressive, trying to get into those passing lanes. First free throw. So 2 for 2 for Mikayla Blake. Akvedodish, a freshman from Iceland. Good feed, good finish. Blakes off to Mitchell. First miss from three-point range here today from Asia Innes. Makara. Good, and the foul. Way to run the floor. Aga Makara.
Right here by Kappen is just advancing the ball. Nobody even dribbled in that play, and who's playing really well and played really well last season as well. You look at it as an opportunity.
So 2 free throws here for Mikayla Blakes. Has 14 points on waves beyond just the points. Broadcast the fact that 19.5 points per game is the most by any Division I freshman this season. Her 21 steals to that's fine. But to play like this without one of your best players, massive. Blakes, you bet, off the glass and through. Blakes launches and scores, give her 20 points. Mikayla Blake.
Capitalize off those second chance opportunities.
Oliver out for Blake, she'll launch. To an ugly 0 for 7 from the field. So very chilly, and a quick strike by Pierre, who's looked pretty good on that tender ankle. Beautifully moved and in for 2 by Mikayla Blake. What is great rotation.
That's just textbook Vanderbilt defense to all.
5 or 6 double-figure games so far for the Commodores. Blake's another touch. Man, is she...
I mean, we breed them different in Jersey, okay? You see Blake, that's that money spot right there. The freshman. Look.
Approaching the last minute of the first quarter. Blake's around the back. Nifty move. Got it up there for...
Vanderbilt is coming out too hot. Why? Because of the tandem we were talking about. How about the freshman with a nice move?
Vandy up 10 after a quarter, and Mikayla Blakes has been putting on a show. 5 for 8, 11 points, Asia.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what's hotter. The Miami weather and Mikayla Blakes right now, because the freshman right now is doing her thing. That's that money spot right there, that quick trigger, absolutely no answer, and we see her doing it from all post slips just a little bit earlier. That pass is going to be there. If not, watch out for the corner 3.
More let's fly. Good Shea Ralph. It's been exceptional. Blakes left a defender in the 32-point game against Nevada, Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, we know that. She just passed first. I mean, where can this freshman score? I mean, this is just too easy. Someone's got it.
Up ahead, it's Moore. Moore swings it. Blakes gets free and knocks it down.
Getting on the glass as well.
Here's Blakes, 19 points and
eating up the press. And this is a player that you do not want to lose. Not from inside, not from...
Foul, 22 points for Blakes. And her left, no. Rebound comes away to the Commodores. A spin move here by Blakes. Up ahead for a quick strike.
For her, I think she can be a bit passive sometimes, so I love that decision for her to be able to step up. And that's a luxury to have a point guard that can score the basketball as well.
That is
50 of the team's 80 points right now. Mikayla Blake, she was hot out the gates. We've seen that scoring inside and out. She's got 5 threes. You got to stop her. You can't leave her that wide open. She's
touch over 17 points per game, over 7 assists per game, 7.3, second best in the country, and there is.
I mean, the way she's shooting the ball now, it's like shooting the ball into an ocean.
Blake's on the other end with the answer, but this is a clip.
And making the decision. If it takes them multiple possessions to figure out what you're doing, you can make a surge.
And there is Mikayla Blakes. She's got 7. Home, then Oliver with the nice hands, like a thief in the night. Pick the pocket of Strack. Blakes for 3. It is good. Back-to-back triples.
Vanderbilt Commodores fighting on the offensive rebounds, kicking it out to the outside. Mikayla Blakes, cash money. The role since then, which has now seemed to regain her composure.
Blakes, are you kidding me? She doesn't.
Mikayla Blakes, look at this. Off the wrong leg, jumps off of the right foot, shoots it with the right hand to get that one quickly up off the boards.
Layup with the left.
Good hesitation dribble, lulling her to sleep.
Blake's dribble drive floater is good.
Finding Claire Strack, and you see that soft touch again right there on the baseline. Beautiful.
And then Blake's answers with a long 2.
Continue to keep the defensive intensity up. They've seemed to settle down. Kentucky has made some adjustments to be able to weather the storm.
And then Blake's tried to pick it off, kicked it right over to us.
Yes, it does. Oh.
Going back to your playing days.
Look at this hustle here. Mikayla Blakes.
5. It's back up to 15. Blakes. Waba slipped. Waba misses. Pierre offensive board. Swatted away. Right to Blakes, though. Almost like a Lawrence on the other end over Mitchell, who stands at 6'4". Rowe got swatted by Blakes, and that's an aggressive defensive play because he really did.
It's fun to talk to.
Some good analogies. Really fun to talk to. And he said that at Virginia Tech, at James Madison, you see Blake's still having a phenomenal day. That's 24 for her.
Typical set or system.
Blakes.
Entry around the basket.
Here's Blakes. Oh, that one is smooth.
We're going to have to pay close attention, too.
Here's Blakes. Vanderbilt gets the turnover off the glass. Blakes off the glass. Yes, and the foul.
This replay here, nice little setup to the crossover dribble, driving the basketball. And once again, we've talked about it a couple of times. Her ability to use her body to create the contact, to display to the official, so good.
For more. On the kick out for Blakes. Pump fakes. A step back 2. Yes. Final 3 minutes, 30 seconds here this afternoon. Nice bounce pass off the glass.
Starting 5. Morrow's a star, but so is Flau'jae Johnson. Back the other way. Oliver dumping it off to Mikayla Blakes. Ayanna Moore. Crush it up by a point until that play right there. Mikayla Williams.
Fast and flustered and so far poised by the Commodores.
Pierre needs some help. Blakes comes to get the basketball. Now 4 players for LSU have 2 fouls, 3 of those being starters. Samaya Smith, Mikayla Ward in over 3 minutes. Blakes getting to her. Waba to Blakes. Very nice. Go. Will they stay that way? We were tied after the first quarter and tied at halftime. Jordan Oliver.
The Commodores, Mikayla Blakes, and Vanderbilt control the opening possession. Right away, Ayanna Moore. We talked about it. Blakes in transition. Didn't hit the first. Connects on the second, and a great start. 76-73 win for the Lady Vols. Blakes wants another and dials it up. She is dialed in early.
Unbelievable. The freshman can
10 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals in the win over Mississippi State on Thursday. Great slip to the hoop and a find that time. Great pass by Jane Walker. He leads the team with 10.
came out hot.
Even hard to inbound it. Tennessee third in the country in steals per game, averaging 14. How about Blake's off the glass? Are you kidding me? About Mikayla Blakes.
Mikayla Blakes with the nice shifty move. Look at that with the kiss.
Spear got denied by Moore right at the horn. They're going to let it go. Ayanna Moore, Mikayla Blakes, her first point in this second half. Ayanna Moore finds Mikayla Blakes. Vanderbilt's lead, though, cut to 6. Offensively, and boy, that hit the side of the backboard. Somehow Moore got her own miss. Found Blakes. 3 of 5. Kapanis, no good. Rebound offensively yet again. Blakes, that was a little handoff like a quarterback to a running back. Pierre's got it, going quickly. Blow by, lay in, no good. Rebound, Blakes got it at the horn. Hold on, there's .4. Missed the lay-in, great look. And how about Blakes following the play?
That's just incredible. She threw the ball inbounds to Pierre and did not stop. Look at her pursuit to continue to pursue the basketball and get that offensive putback. Here, the dynamic duo.
A lot of things they're looking at here, by the way. They're looking at the clock.
Game clock reset to point.
On the control, shot clock at 5. Attacks in on Kyle. The feathery floater missed everything. Blakes just rips it away from McGill. He's averaging 16 per game in SEC play, number 23 in black. It's Blakes, the quick first step past Warren. Another steal here for the Commodores. Gassett was the trailer. Blakes, extra fine. Bottom. Downtown hit for Mikayla Blakes. Air. Can't clean it up. Another offensive board. It's Moore for Blakes. Bring it up. Gators break that pressure for now. And a much-needed block. Vandy wants to get out and run. Blakes is dangerous.
3 turnovers, so they're, like you said, making the most of Florida's mishaps.
Here's Blakes like a lightning bolt and one.
Slid up with her freshman of the week for sure.
Well, she's the real deal. Salguez amidst that double. It's the scoring duo. Pierre for Blakes and one.
Rise some of your guards up above the three-point line to get some pressure release. They've got to come with it. And also putting it where she gets the ball and can make a move, or you give it to her as she's moving, where she doesn't have to come out of her stance.
Now Blakes has the speed mismatch. The blow-by of Kyle. She has 11. Feed it to Blakes. Behind the back. Shakes loose. Scoops it up and in. She's nearing double figures. Gators led by Jariah Warren with 10. Mikayla. First time seeing Mikayla Blakes in person. And she is the real deal. For Rutgers prep. And now dropping a third 30-piece in the SEC. Blakes already with a 30-piece. The Euro.
Feathery defensively. Chip away at it. Don't allow.
Blakes. Logo. Blakes off the window. And a new Vandy freshman scoring record.
Player trying to get a hand up, but gets part of the hand instead of the ball.
Came in as the only freshman in Division I with multiple 30-point performances. 38. The rest of the team now 39. The rest of the team 41.
There were players in the way, so I couldn't see how the lane was parted, but
Mikayla Blakes now, Brittany, 40 points. That's the first SEC freshman to score 40 or more in a game since Mikayla Williams. Works inside, Blakes! Just got the stop. Blakes cuts to the rim, goes to the left. Blakes goes cross court, Green, of course! So this is a chance to tie the NCAA freshman scoring record set by Juju Watkins. That's pretty good company.
Yes.
A star stationed in Nashville, tying the freshman scoring record in the NCAA. 51 for Mikayla Blakes. A new freshman scoring record in the NCAA. 52 points for Mikayla Blakes. The capper.
At 6'2", she is so smooth, one of the best athletes in the SEC.
There's Blakes with the steal. Blakes will take it down herself. Easy to the lead. McFall's pass knocked away. Blakes. And Blakes with the lob into Pierre. And Pierre, nice seconds. Blakes with the ball. Blakes for two. Yes!
That point guard position.
Those are good plays for Auburn, though. Dawn getting it off the dribble because she's used to shooting a lot of threes.
Blakes gets a couple of defenders up in the air. How about that? That's how much respect this Auburn defense has for her.
And you're going to see Blakes here. Again, look at this shifty move. Got Gaston going way high in.
Auburn 5 of 7, but they turn it over there. Blakes with the steal and score. And Blakes pushing ahead. Blakes pulls up, got it.
I love when Vanderbilt is in their secondary transition. You have no one to go to, but usually there's a player filling behind you, and that's the best outlet pass.
Blake's just so smooth with the basketball. She's
well, look at Blake's here. Stop and pop on a dime, and she's...
Blake's and Pierre got things going for Vanderbilt, but a lot of other players contributing now. And what a drive by Mikayla Blakes. That's what Vanderbilt for Auburn misses that one. She had 8 points on 3 of 3 from the field and made both of her free throws.
Ooh.
And a nice bucket. Blakes pulls up inside the three-point line for a long two. On the SEC Network, you saw some of the stars from the Auburn team as Vandy scores on this end. Big part of her career, her first 4 years at Texas before transferring over here to Auburn, and what a difference she has made. Blakes, big answer.
Well, let's bring the heat. We say we love offense in the SEC.
Out to Dong. No, not this time, and the entire crowd groans. She has been so good today. And Blakes is fouled by Dong. And
defensive rebound and a run out right here for Blake. She's so lightning quick. And excellent body control, being able to take the hit.
Bostic now with 11 assists on the day. Blake straight away, got it to bounce in.
Vandy needs a good look, a kill shot where they get their best shooters coming out their shots.
And there they do, right? Backdoor, what a play. Blake's with the backdoor cut and draws Vandy within 5.
Or from here, but look at this. This play is usually for Blake's going over the double screen. She reads the defense, backdoor.
So Mikayla Blakes comes into this overtime period with 44 points and scores the first basket of the overtime. Mikayla Blakes has the right side cleared, up and under, too strong that time. Oliver gets the rebound. Blakes got that one.
She's just feeling it. This is when you see a player in a zone. Blakes is doing all on her own. She knows that she's on fire, puts that up, mid-range jumper after the off.
And she sets the SEC scoring record once again. 54 points now for Mikayla Blakes.
What a performance by Blakes. Just absolutely dynamite in this game.
And a Division I freshman record. So besides an SEC, Mikayla Blakes has a chance to add to her record.
Oh, she didn't look like she was done out here dribbling that ball. She knew she had to get it off before the shot clock and still draws the foul.
Second largest comeback win and the first since 99-2000. 15 of 28 from the floor, a couple of three-pointers, and 23 of 24 from the free throw line.
Williams, she's just not afraid. She'll come right back at it. She said she's not really affected when she makes mistakes, which is such a testament to who she is as a player. And there we see Blake.
More
cut off by Van. Lakes couldn't get the three triggered. Does this time. That one drops. She's got two already from out there. Oliver with 10 to shoot. Trapped. Nice cut by Blakes. And she finds the backboard.
Yeah, but you've seen that with Oklahoma. These turnovers kind of snowballing on top of each other.
Blakes, step back three. Banks it home.
She's up and triple threat to the basket, but man, when she gets to that high post, she's dangerous.
Oklahoma with 12 assists on 13 made buckets, but they're Tot trying to stay with Blakes. She's got two more.
Williams on the other end getting that rebound.
So foul trouble for Vanderbilt. Green has three, and Mitchell has three, and Blakes has the answer. And a hand up on four. Blake's a three. Got another. That's 7 threes for the freshman.
Raina Scott step ahead here. You see Raina Scott dive in on that drive. It's just too much space right now. Blake, the rim is an ocean right now for Mikayla Blake.
Really in need of a basket on this possession.
There is Blakes yet again right now.
It's a 1 seed as well. So you're talking about quality opponents.
Two-woman game there. And how about Jordan Oliver? Good toss. He's a big who can shoot it from out deep. So she gives him another piece off the bench. Blakes off the screen. Boy, that was so smooth. Rattled out, then back in.
Her and Blakes got 2 halftime with only 2 fouls.
Blakes created some space. Pierre take the long two. How about that? A perfect 2 for 2. SEC record, and of course the most ever by a freshman at the D1 level. In that national championship game, had 19 points versus Caitlin Clark in Iowa. How about
Moore just threw it up as the shot clock was about to expire. Did hit the rim, and then they get the rebound, and Blakes. Will that count?
Yes. Extra hustle by this Vanderbilt team. Mikayla Blakes. There's the block, and she then just heaves it up, and it goes in.
Second foul on Boyd. Blakes buries the long two.
Pierre, the offensive rebound. Here's Blake spinning into the lane and cupping it in with the left hand.
It was Mikayla Blake's first SEC tournament game. Only a freshman.
Blake stumps it down. Waba able to lay it in. Bench. Pass, a little careless, taken away. Blake's running ahead and lays it in. After picking up her second foul, South Carolina then ends the quarter on a 13-2 run.
Only 5 points in the first half. She was 2 for 8, but really came alive in the
yet in this third. Here's Blake's turning the corner and finishing. In shots now. Blake's loose dribble, Moore's three is good. And suddenly,
up, you see the mid-range on the last possession.
Blake's good pass inside, and Mitchell banks it in. Blake's got bumped. No call. Ends up back with her. And she sticks the three. Blake's launches and banks it in. Some foul money for Mikayla Blakes.
Pierre to Blakes, took some contact, doesn't matter. She has her first 2 points of the NCAA tournament.
Tournament game, had that injury last year, so missed all of last season with Oregon.
Blakes, she is so smooth to the basket.
But Oregon doing a great job of holding Vanderbilt, at least at this point, it looks like way under their average so far.
Well, that is the first basket by someone not named Mikayla Blakes, and a much higher clip. They get the takeaway here. Blakes on the move. Goes around a couple of defenders, gets the roll.
And Jen, I was so impressed with Mikayla Blakes when we talked to her after practice yesterday. So poised, so mature. Look at that shot. For just a young freshman, Kelly Graves agreed, and he's been able to do that the last couple of years. They've got quite a few transfers on this team. Deja Kelly, Peyton Scott, their 2 leading scorers. So he's in it for the long haul. He wants to perform. And in this new world order, there is a balance. You got to hit the portal, but you've got to recruit the best players in your region. And that's Katie Fisa, because Vanderbilt has just not been able to score. And this is a team that averages 84 points per game.
Blakes hits the first triple of the game for Vanderbilt.
Vandy in this game, but to get back in it, the triple has got to fall. That was a good baseline out of bounds
for it, but not coming.
Feels like this ball has to go through Mikayla Blakes or Camille Pierre on this play, and there's Blakes there. They did not get that possession.
Kapanis committing the foul. Pierre had it in her hands, and now Blakes takes it away. Pierre from Blakes, yes!
Initial play, and then Blakes gets her hands on it here. And she's off to the races, looking up, looking ahead. What a tough pass, even better catch.